Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
If Jones is left out, I fear that what he will do to me. He is still a threat to society.
Despite pleas from Paul Howell's family, the Pardon and Parole Board recommends a commutation for this convicted killer, Julius Jones.
In a 3-1 vote, they recommended Jones' sentence be commuted from the death penalty to life with the possibility of parole. We do have team coverage on today's announcement, and we begin with the supporters that Jones had today as the decision was read with Tevis Hillis.
A sea of green, wearing shirts, carrying flags, and crying out in support of Julius Jones.
So God, we ask you right now, strengthen our legs as we walk.
I believe that it's time. You know, I believe that it's time, and I believe that God's people have had to be responsive to this and to show mercy and to do justice as we're required.
It was the feeling of unknown this morning.
Now!
As supporters rallied together for the justice they've been fighting for so long.
We approach this day with a cautious optimism. We approach it with hope. We approach it with the same faith that we've had to have at every step, at every hurdle.
Many Oklahomans gathered, but also those from Texas made their way up north to support. Lee Merritt, a candidate for the Texas Attorney General position, wanted to be there for Jones's family as well.
I think the death penalty in our country has been, it's an understatement to say poorly executed, and this is one of those cases where there's ample evidence that this young man deserves another opportunity to be heard.
Merritt has been following the case for about a year now.
Yet the ineffective representation of counsel who failed to put on exculpatory evidence that would have allowed Julius a fair shot at justice in the first place.
A sigh of relief came when the outcome they were hoping for was release. But Cece Jones-Davis, the campaign manager for Justice for Julius, says this has been a difficult time for the Joneses family as they've had to watch this all unfold.
But it's been a lot. It's taken a huge toll for them to get here.
Tevis Hillis, Oklahoma's own News 9.